Hello Internet, we are sieged up and ready to go, bringing you a broadcast from the Zalnaga Caverns.
He is shouting. Hey, this is Hot Dog here, and that was Rykod shouting at you. We are pretty excited about this because, as you can see, weird little characters over there, that is Maka. And up here, not so weird characters, most of you recognize that, that is Genius. Now, these are pretty big names, aren't they, Rykon?
Oh, they're very big names. Maka being 23rd, no sorry, 32nd in the world, and Genius being 23rd, of course. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I understand the confusion,
Yes,
switch those numbers around and you get like a pot roast.
You do, a pot roast of all things.
Now, something interesting about these, like from the get-go, these players, they play on the Korean servers, obviously, but they just generally do not wall off. They're at a stage where the whole rushing is no longer used often. I mean, it's still used, but not a lot, so they don't worry about walling off here. So we get to see both players putting down at a 10 supply, and a gateway goes up at 12, and
barracks going up at it's 12, around 12 or 13, yeah. About the same. So yeah, both very similar start for both players. And a gas going up for each as well. This is almost a mirror image game at the moment.
The only difference, obviously, is the chrono boost that can be used and has been used once already. So the income will be, ahead for Genius. Yeah. And another pylon going down. They just like getting their economy up at the start. Now, some of you guys have been wondering why we've been so dark lately. We haven't released a few videos in quite a while. And that is because we just had a huge hard drive fail.
Massive.
In both senses of the word. And unfortunately, we've been kind of scrambling to get that working again, and we've lost a few casts that we did. So we've been trying to work out, do we redo casts? Will it be as authentic? So we've decided the two casts that we're going to redo, so you guys will hear that in a bit. But we thought we'd keep you guys entertained with one of these high-level plays. And hopefully you guys will not run away terrified that there is a large alligator chasing you. I'm not sure what relevance this has. Rykon?
Not much at all, but we did have a probe trying to scout inside of Market's base. That single Marine being able to hold them off. Yeah, I guess they're really at the point where they're going to be able to macro any kind of... micro any kind of early attack that'll come from either of the players. So yeah, no walling in at all.
Robo Factory already going down at 24 supply, so 4 minutes in though, so not too early.
Like damn robos.
But a very early command center going down. Now, do you reckon he'll go for the early expand, or will he go orbital command?
He'll most likely go orbital before he goes out. This is a nice 1 Rax FE build, although he is throwing down a second barracks, so he's going to be able to support that fast expansion with additional Marines really, really quickly as well because of this reactor.
Both these barracks are now... They've got this wayline still within his main base. And he's pulling back, so yeah, he will be looking at holding the defense. And this probe has just got the early warning bells.
And what's good to see is that Mark has been he's been scouting around the map because he has already looked at Genius's natural expansion, but now he's just making sure that he hasn't been able to sneak out and throw in any other expansions across the map.
Exciting stuff.
Oh, always. This is the way.
So second gateway's almost done. And now we've got the map pack out for Genius.
And he's just going to fly over and he's going to see this bunker sitting there.
Yep, we picked it. That orbital command is going up, and then he will probably fly to his natural and try and hold that. Yeah,
it's good to get it, changed before you actually get it out there, because then it'll have a lot more energy by the time it lands as well.
Excellent. So, income-wise, both players quite high. Army-wise, very, very similar as well. Both playing very reserved. But something that... here comes the map hack.
And he is going to see the
He is going to see everything. I wonder if there will be a scan goes down. No, he hasn't got enough energy to do a scan. So he is going to see everything, including the starport that's going down now. Um,
And he'll most likely just hang out there for a little while and... Oh, no.
he's
gone.
He's bugging out.
Yep, he's had his look and...
I reckon because Maka, he would have spotted this bubble floating above. So I reckon he may actually do a change out and try and get an early Raven. Now, a very, very cool thing that is always entertaining is checking out the APM for these guys. Now, they're heavy into the macro at the moment, so not a lot of action, and with no action...
Still floating around 200 at a time.
That's the average,
serious APM.
And when they actually are doing something, it spikes to 300 anywhere near. There you go, 340 just on that spike.
Genius's Nexus just about to warp in now, so he'll be ahead for at least a little while of the resources over Maka.
So it doesn't look like he flew up and did a switch, but he did build the tech lab, so he is getting the Raven.
And that's a lot of SCVs on.
Absolutely,
heavily saturated.
Just a huge number.
And this observer's going to see
41.
this group of Marines and Marauders pushing out now. And those bunkers going down so that Maka will be able to defend his expansion.
2 Stalkers heading out, but they really need to bug out, and that's exactly what they do.
A good thing they did.
So another gateway is going down, and he has a Colossi out because he has seen this heavy MM ball, and rightly so is now getting the units to counter this.
A Raven popping out now for Maka as well, so it'll be good to see him put those to use. Those point defense drones are just awesome against the Stalkers.
This Colossi is so close. He is just, as you can see there, just clever micro, just pushes slightly forward. Maka bugs out and oh, now he's not.
And the Colossus has arrived on the field, so
now he is going to really try to get out. But he is now cornered in this passageway. This is not a good position for him. He is going to lose a few Marines. These units just being too fast. And as soon as this Colossi could actually cut them off.
Stimming to get out the way there.
Good call there. Taking a bit of damage to all of them, but at least he doesn't lose the units.
Saving a lot more units there. That observer being taken out because of that wonderful Raven flying above.
And just a ton of mules getting dropped and more gas. And the income for both players is just huge at the moment. You see, Maka just kept building all of these SUVs to mine and then transfers. You'd imagine he'd transfer some over, but...
Yeah, I'm expecting he's going to do that quite soon. We do have Genius attacking these destructible rocks, and he's going to be dropping a Nexus there most likely.
So I wonder whether or not is that just for a future expand, or is it just that it can move around a lot quicker?
Just slightly bit faster.
Now we've got this factory going out. Now, is this going to be for a scout, or?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to use it to scout. What I've seen a lot recently from Korean players is just chucking that factory away after you've got a few starports out, and then you can really sacrifice it for anything. Making use of every single building, even if you're not using it for production.
The other thing that I've seen on Zalnaga is actually these being dropped just on these high grounds, and then siege tanks being dropped out.
Aha, sneaky moves.
This army is actually very
formidable.
Pretty formidable, yes, that's the word I was not looking for, but it will suffice.
It does? Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Both armies are pretty huge already, but not too much action happening at the moment.
And a few Vikings out as well for Maka to be able to take down this Colossi. It's good to see that he's he's coming up with a counter for them.
And this Marauder is hauling out.
He is really trying to get away there. Just being able to survive.
And takes another snipe shot, but he will make it back to the Medivacs, and they will heal him up and say, well done on your scout trip.
Oh, yes.
You are a hero, but get back out there and suicide because we need more information. 3 Colossi out now. 3 Colossi.
I was waiting for that.
And this factory is now scouting his own half of the map, so I'm not quite sure why. This SUV is being an absolute dick. And
he's being an absolute dick.
Yeah. He is just... What is he doing? He's trying to intimidate this army. And now he's going to go and try and fight off this observer by throwing his drill in the air. So we've got some gateways. This natural is well and truly up. There's just no no buildings or anything at the front of
Three ravens
Maka's.
and quite a few Vikings there. This is a nice looking army of Maka.
Those ravens are going to be because there's been mass stalkers and they are just going to be able to do the point defense drones and possibly once the stalkers are taken out, just drop a couple of turrets.
We may see confrontation here. Both the two armies are getting close to each other here.
No. In StarCraft, they don't have confrontation. So
Oh, no.
the point
Oh,
defense
yes.
drones are getting down now, and 4 Colossi, but one already down. Those Vikings doing huge damage. Quite a few
Yeah.
Zealots going, but just good micro back and forth. And
Yeah, he's going to be able to chase down some of those Colossi. Whoa, he's going to fall. Yep, there we go.
But he warped in more units, so he will lose
Oh,
his
these
Colossi.
Stalkers are
But
Yeah, those
And-
Stalkers are going to do nice damage against those Vikings.
I just don't think there is enough Protoss units to actually take this out.
Nice
Even with-
micro here by Maka taking out these Zealots with those Marauders. That's really, really nice. And yeah, he's going to most likely stem to get his ass out of there.
Seen the larger force, and now just these point defense drones going down, and Maka just getting out there. There was quite a lot of units lost. Overall, Maka not showing too well after that, but he is going for his 3rd expand, already up for Genesis though, and he is transferring probes
Quite a few
already.
probes down there now.
So
yeah.
his income is just going to be skyrocketing at this point. Yeah, absolutely skyrocketing. Just 1,800 over 1,300.
And we're seeing a lot of research as well going down for the Protoss player. We have Blink being researched, Psionic Storm being researched, and we have the ground armor being researched as well.
That's exactly what should be happening now. That Psionic Storm, because this Bio Ball is still huge, and at the very least, he can feed back these medevacs, which is
And which
also
will
gonna
take them down
do
right away.
quite a
Same
lot.
thing with the Ravens as well.
This force is just pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see another confrontation here. Those
But it's-
Vikings are going to be wanting to try and get down that Colossus as fast as possible.
Losing 1 Viking
Wow.
to 1 Colossus, so that's really good micro there.
Those concussive shells also allowing them to be able to take a few of those Zealots when they're running away.
I think this Expo is actually going to go down. This got a nice round on that, but Colossi taking out 1 Marauder, but the Nexus is down, so that is going to hurt the economy.
Ooh, throwing up another one, but yes, yeah, that was definitely mission successful. Mission achieved?
Mission
by,
achieved,
Yeah, mission
but
achieved by Maka there.
Despite that, he is still sitting 11 harvesters over, and just even though the Terran has the mules, he is almost half under the resources there.
We are going to see a lot of Storm